So dividend per share means the amount of dividend paid. Instead of 500, you may pay only 300. You may pay only 300. So 300 divided by 1 million, it shows that your dividend per share is only 30 cents. In a limited company, not like sole trader and partnership, you make a lot of profit, you must keep for future one. So you check from your account, you may have certain profit available for the future dividend payment. That's why we got general reserve. Transfer from retained earning to general reserve. How much profit available? Transfer certain portion to the general reserve, and then you pay dividend, pay lesser. Even though you got profit 500, but you pay dividend only 300 only. The other 200 you keep it in the future payment. Okay, price earning ratio measure what's the market price. I assume that market price is $3.30. You divide by this earning per share 50, it shows to you 6.6 times. Again, higher better or lower better? No answer one. No answer. Higher better P ratio later on I'll discuss in theory. Higher better means what? It shows that company is doing very well. Pertumbuhan sangat baik. The bad thing is, this is not the good time for me to enter because the market price of share 3.30 is too expensive. I have to wait until share price going down. Will it go down or not? Nobody know. Clear? You measure the percentage of return. U is the percentage of return. So based on this question, just how you mentioned that if dividend is 300, compared to market price, you see this one, I make a mistake, nobody informed me. So if I pay dividend 300, but market price of the shares, it should be $3. It should be $3. So dividend, you pay 300 is 30 cents. It's 30 cents. So that is how you get a 10%. You see, this formula I give to you last week is a mistake and nobody informed me. That means you just copy only. Until the Good Week Friday, they found out that how come the calculation wrong. Dividend is 30 cents. Just now I say earning per share is 50 cents. You can earn 50 cents, but you pay dividend, you pay only 30 cents. So dividend yield means this 30 cents divided by market price after minus the dividend is $3. Remember, number one, market price is $3.30. So now you minus the 30 cent dividend, you buy X dividend, so the dividend will be dividend yield 10%. The percentage of dividend 10%. Earning yield, use your earning per share just now 50 cents, remember that? 50 cents divided by market price. Okay, so it's 15.15%. And dividend cover measure how many times your profit available can pay dividend. You make 100,000 profit, your dividend is only 20. That means actually can pay 5 times. But you don't want to pay 5 times, you keep 4 times inside your general reserve for the future. Or you can have your retained earning carry forward, brought forward from the last year. Clear? So what's earning per share trying to measure? The profit to each ordinary shareholders. Okay, the higher earning per share, of course, is better. This is the investor indicators for them to look before they are investing. If they can find this company got a very high earning per share, then they don't mind going in higher earning per share. How about P ratio? P ratio, price. Price is to measure the value of the companies in terms of number of years to take to earn back the market price. How to value? In your answer there is already stated. P ratio is a market price $3.30. Assume that market price is $3.30 and you can earn 50 cents. That means in 6 years plus, 6.6 years, you can earn back your initial investment, the market price. You buy share $3.30, in 6 years time, you can get back your $3.30. You got it? That is called earning yield. Yeah. So P ratio value the companies in terms of number of years to earn back the market share price. Of course, the higher earning per share, okay, P ratio, higher earning potential, is worthwhile to invest. Okay. But on the other hand, there are certain investors may feel that the share price is too high. I want to wait until the share price is going down. Clear? It depends on how you make your judgment. So higher PE ratio, it tells that higher earning potential, indicates strong shareholders' confidence in the companies in the future. So this is the shareholders' confidence in the companies and its future. High PE ratio, investor expects significant future earning. Why? Otherwise, okay, you buy shares at a high price. Why you buy at a high price? Because you assume that in the future the company will make a lot of profit. Okay, they prepare. And they accept the fact that company will pay more earning in the future. However, low PE ratio also good, also good. So this investment is currently undervalued. So that means it's a time for me to go in. So there's no answer for this PE ratio one. High means this company is doing very well. You should go in. Okay. The only thing is the price is too expensive. But PE ratio too low, it tells you that market price of the shares is very low now. So you should go in now. You should buy the shares now. But before you buy, you must ask yourself, why the share price so low? If the reason is the company not doing well, then you better go in. Then you next time you say, Mr. Su, you tell me to go in when PE ratio is low. So even though PE ratio is currently is undervalued, it may be because of the company not doing well, that's why market price drop. You got it? Okay, dividend covered, how much profit earned? And this one, how much pay? Can you see that? Earn and pay. You can earn so much, but do you pay so much or not? Earning per share show that you got 50 cents. Earning per share show that you got 50 cents. Dividend per share show that you got 20 cents. Can you see the point? So that's how to calculate your dividend cover. Okay. If 50 cents divided by 30 cents, so use your calculator. If 50 cents divided by my calculator not working. If 50 cents divided by 30 cents, that means it shows that company is able 1.67 times. Okay, how much is the profit they earn? 50 cents, you pay 30 cents, still got balance of 20 cents for the next year. Okay, so your equity is a 1.67 times. So dividend covered, okay, measure the profit earned and the amount of dividend paid. So profit distributed to the shareholders and also profit retained in the business. So can you see that if you earn 50 cents, you pay dividend 30 cents, that means the other 20 cents will be retained profit. So if earning per share drop, dividend payment is maintained, then this company may satisfy the shareholders at the expense of companies. It happened before, earning per share going down from 50 cents become 40, become 30, become 20, become 10. But your dividend per share can be 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents. Why it can be like that? Because in the past, you got so much of the retained earning. or general reserve set aside for the future payment. Because right, you know that in Malaysia, the economic condition will be 10-year one cycle, 10-year one cycle up and down like that. Dividend yield measure the real rate. This is the real rate of the return, the percentage. If I say that the dividend for each share is the dividend for each share is 30 cents. Is 30 cents. You look at 30 cents, if you know that the share price is $1, that is very good. But now share price is not $1, it's $3. $3 can earn 30 cents. That is 10%. Very much better than bank interest rate already. Clear? So, dividend yield is important for shareholders who are holding the shares as a regular source of income. Because right, this old man like Su Ki-hing, if you retire, you put money all in the company's shares, you expect them to pay higher dividend. If they pay the same dividend, but dividend yield going down because of the market price of shares. So these people who are relying as a regular source of income, then they will suffer. Okay? So ratio is important for shareholders who hold shares as the regular source of income. If there's a low dividend yield, the companies keep a large portion of the profit for the future growth. If a high dividend yield, that means this company may be a slow growing company. Got it? Okay, now the last part, the summary. When you got low yield, that means company keeps a large portion of the profit. High yield, so growing company, as I mentioned already. Rapid growth company may have low dividend yield based on historical dividend, when the current share price reflects the anticipated future growth in the earning. Investor will be attracted to companies with high dividend yield. This is normal. As an investor, you see this company can pay you more dividend than you go in. But if the dividend cover is low, there will be a risk of the dividend being cut in the future. So high dividend yield might be due to the share price or due to the fact that anticipated cut in the dividend. Okay, then the last part here. What are the limitations of the ratio? Listen here. This one came out before in the past year paper. Do not copy word by word from me. So the real art of interpretation lies on the definition, the reason for the features and fluctuating disclosed. Number one, do you have any non-current asset might recorded at revalue amount, or you just want to follow the original price, or you want to use the market price? So these are the items that you need to decide. You don't ask me, you ask Su Ki-hing, gonna ask auditor, ask accountant. We always follow historical cost concept. We follow historical cost concept. Okay? Original cost. But nowadays, because of the accounting standard, they want you to revalue. And they want you to follow the market price. So next semester 6, we are going to cover IAS number 16, property plant equipment. I will tell you that which value you should record it. Of course, based on original cost, historical cost, concept cost sejarah, you must record the original purchase price. But if the original purchase price is no longer valid, no longer reasonable, it will be replaced by today's market price. Okay, so ratio cannot tell the truth if based on historical information. Number 3, this ratio based on historical cost do not give a true and fair. It doesn't give you the true picture of the trend. Okay? So accuracy of the position shown in statement of financial position. Arrangement of certain matter can be misleading. Can you see that? And present more favorable picture, we call it window dressing. So you try to do something to achieve a better result. That is called window dressing. You know what's the window dressing? Window dressing means you go to the supermarket, you see the dress in the rack there, very nice. So you go and ask the sales girl, can I have the dress or not? So sales girl say, of course you can take the dress. You go to the changing room. You go to the changing room in the supermarket or this Jia store, you change the dress. inside the dressing room, you can see 4 mirrors surrounding you. Then you ask the mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the beautiest in the world? So of course the mirror say you lah, who else? Because why? They want to sell the product. So after you buy already, you go back home, you stand in front of your own house mirror in your room. Then you ask the mirror again, mirror on the wall, who is the beautiest in the world? Mirror cannot tell anything already. Because why? In the supermarket, this changing room, they got a lot of spotlight. Okay? And make your clothes, your dress are very shining. So that's why you buy window dressing. You are making special effort. Okay? You are making special effort to make sure that this item can be presented in a very favorable picture. You got it, Okay. So other than that, window dressing can be making special effort to collect trade receivable just before year end. You sell good to customer, you tell customer, I give you 1 month credit. 1 month credit is until January 3rd, 一个还关 January. But you go and tell the customer, can you pay by 31st January or not? Because I have to close account already, I give you 5% discount. That is called making special effort. So this is called window dressing. You are not follow exactly the rule. Of course, customer can pay you early because they want to enjoy the quantity discount. Then in your statement of financial position, you will show a larger cash balance and lower receivable than is normal. You can order the goods to be delivered just after year end. So payable keep as low as possible. You want to order goods from the supplier, you already order, but tell the supplier to send the good to you first by 31st December. So hold on until 3rd of January. So then today, 31st December, when I close my account, my payable will be very little, and also it affect your company's this cash flow. You don't need to pay money so fast. So non-financial data, which are really useful in order to see the complete picture. What is it? The number of employees in the organization, and what are the skills that they possess. Indicators of efficiency with the organization. Okay. Address complaints from the customer. You got it? So these are the non-financial data. Ratio might not be calculated on a uniform basis. That means not consistent. Not consistent. Remember that I say when you calculate the inventory turnover, you can follow the cost of sales. You can follow closing inventory. You can follow average inventory. So it's not uniform. There's no standard basis. Financial statement only reflect the monetary terms. They do not provide complete picture of the activities of the business until you go and visit the company, then you know. Again, this is historical information, is out of date. Can you see that? Out of date. Different in the size. Large organization always can achieve the economic skill. You know what's economic skill, isn't it? You learn economic before. In the year 1, you want to enjoy the quantity discount, bulk purchase. And the final one, you serve different market, different in the sales mix. You sell different product and different product range. Okay? So with that, I end the ratio analysis. You take a very short 5 minutes break. I will go through this past year question with you. Okay? This question discussed in the tutorial before, slightly different. Okay? You take a very short 5 minutes break now. Any question to ask? If not, then you take a short break.
点课件9点9个字还上课，批评更好笑，卷9个字很少。
跟最好，觉得很舒服哎，或者是黑暗9的关系。
昨天是啊，这些都几个小时。
发你的银行户口给我。
你不要经常听给我，快啊！我去哪里你拿走？我直接会给你上。把错误的。
怪了。
昨天我带2个去的 Nest， 可是我今天还真的回去了的星期。
我现在在回复着。
我几乎连扫的给我的天上。Insta view 全部无一例外100个10个人里面至少有1个我都知道，还是300个我都没看到。
Oh my god！ 我好开心啊！我上个星期那个课后也是满分，太兴奋了。如果再满分的话，就幸福了。老师问我拿滑鼠给你要吗？真的吗？明天还是星期六在家吗？星期六在。
这个是我不写的。
Okay, now can I come back to this question? Okay, your question you can please ask here. So there's a question asking about this receivable collection period. Number of days. Let me go through this question. Efficiency ratio. Efficiency ratio. Why am I using trade receivable divided by credit sales? For example, I got this trade receivable. This trade receivable say, for example, I try to make your life easier, 30. I times 360. Divided by my credit sales. Credit sales. Say I make your life easier a little bit. Say your credit sales is 180. Look at here.
这是爷爷。
This is assumption. This is a example.
这老师是。
是的。闷得要死
Okay. Now look at here. If I got my receivable is 30. Receivable on 31st December is 30. I divide by this credit sales 180. So I times 1 times 360 days instead of 365. Okay, you should times 365. But I have to make your life easier, so I put it like that. 30 times 360 divide by 180. Can you see 60 days? Your answer is 60 days. What does it mean? It means your credit sales is 180. Every 60 days, every 2 months. Every 2 months, you collect money from receivable. You collect money from receivable. So I don't know how much is the sales. It may be 60,000, but I will collect my receivable. I collect my receivable after 2 months. So end of the year, I got 30,000 out of the total 180. Okay, so it take me 60 days to collect. Total sales is the 180. Total sales is 180. End of the year, I got 30,000 receivable. That means it take me so-called 60 days or so-called 6 times. You want to put the formula terbalik, that means 6 times. I put it like that. 180 divided by I try to put it the other way now, like your inventory. If I divide by 30, this one will be equal to 6 times.
刘三你长得是 baby， 有那些小小丽那个 baby 有开光那种。
That means I collect from my receivable 6 times in a year. Every 2 months, 6 times in a year. 6 times in a year, that means every 2 months I collect the money. 30,000. Every 2 months I collect 30,000, 30,000, 30,000. Can you see that? So every time I collect 30,000, for example, January, February, end of February I go and collect, or 1st of March I go and collect 30,000. Then March, April, then May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. The December will be collecting next January 2nd or 3rd. So that is how you calculate your receivable collection period. So I use my trade receivable closing balance divided by total credit sales. You got it? So now I change the other way around. If I change this one to 60s, if I change this one to 60, what will be your answer? 60 times 360, then divided by 180. Can you see? 120 days. So your receivable amount is more. That means you take longer time. Okay? You take longer time because your sales no changes. Your sales no changes. You take 4 months to collect your 60. Okay? You take 4 months. You take 4 months, then you collect the money. You got it? So this is called receivable collection period. So I use a 360 is to make your life easier, your calculation easier. Okay? Okay, next. Come back to this. I hope that I answered the question. That is to calculate number days. Table, you can do the same thing also. Table, you can do the same thing also. So if this one will be 60, then becomes 6 times. That means our total sales 180, end of the year is still got 60, you know. Sorry. This is 3 times. 3 times in a year. 3 times in a year. Out of the 180 sales, you correct 3 times. That means every time your correction is 60, 60, 60. You got it? So the last one, next year only correct. Okay? So I hope that answered the question. Now I'm going to go through the past year question here. Okay, now this is one of the past year paper. It's an online assessment. Can you see that? Just recently, only April 24, 2020, just start sitting. You may not get the question paper from the library because it's a really latest question. But do you see this question very similar to your tutorial? Very similar to your tutorial. You got a property, plant equipment, inventory, trade, receivables, fixed deposit, debenture, long-term loan, and so on. Now, you are given this revenue, cost of sales, gross profit, admin expenses, distribution, finance cost, profit before tax. Additional information. Finance cost is 1230, profit before tax, and revenue. This is the last year one. Take note, this is the last year. This is the last year one. Now you are required to calculate for 2019, showing the financing activities only. Be careful. Nowadays, exam question, it may not ask you to prepare the whole statement of cash flow. This is extract of the financing activities. I want you to see the next question. The next question also very close to this question. Extract of investing activities. You guess this now what will be? So 2020 April. This one is what? This one is which year? This is the 2019 September. Can you see that? This is 2019 September. 2019 September asking for extract of investing activities. And this paper asking for financing activities. Financing activities. So, how to prepare this statement of cash flow? Just small part of it. And then use this information, calculate the ratio. Use this information, calculate the ratio. Can you see that? One question, part A and B, total 11 marks. 11 marks for the statement of cash flow. 10 marks for the ratio analysis. That means almost 50%. Can you see that? Total 21 marks. Okay, this is the first time we have the online assessment. So there's no 25 marks each question. Okay, this is a April paper. First time we have online assessment. So the lecturer who set the paper decided to put 21 marks on it. Okay, then after that, we have this discussion. I don't want any more 21 marks. We are going to go back to 25 marks each question. So how to answer this question? Don't worry. Answer already given to you, am I right? So you need to do it like that. Cash flow from financing activities, you start from issue of shares. Issue of shares very easy. You get from here. 800 and 600. So how much? 200, am I right? So you should 200,000 here. Take note, I got RM 1,000 here. So that's why don't put 200,000. Listen here, if you put like that, marks will be downgraded to 0. I remind you so many times, but in the coursework still there. So I appeal to the tutors. Tutors say should not give you marks. I say then never mind, I give half. If this one 1 mark, I give you half. Okay, I'm not sure whether tutor do that or not. So follow the top there. If I put RM 1,000, then you put 200 enough already. You got it? So can you see that? Here's RM 1,000. This also RM 1,000. Sorry. This RM 1,000 also. This IM 1000 also. That means now you put 800,000. Sorry, 200,000. Sorry, this question you put 200,000 because up there is IM 1000 also. So that means this is 800 million. This is 800 million because up here got IM 1000. So this is not 800,000 but 800 million. 800 million minus 600 million, so you got 200 million. Issue a debenture. Issue a debenture. 3 million. Do you see that? 3 million. Repayment of loan. You pay 2 million. Negative 2 million. Dividend pay. Dividend pay, you need to show the workings. Do you see where I get this 216 and 361? Dividend. Oh, your retained earning. In order to get this working one for the dividend, do you see your balance 216 and 361? Sorry, I might make mistake or not. Sorry, I think whether I make mistake or not. Wait, I double check the answer here. It should be 206. It should be 206 and 346. Sorry, I think this answer wrong already. Never mind. This answer wrong already. Be based on the retained earning 206. Be based on this retained earning 206. This one should be 206. I think I made a mistake here. 206 and 346 800. This one should be like that. Then current year profit. Current year profit. How much is your current year profit? Current year profit is here 158. Current year profit is 158. It is profit for the year. It is profit for the year. Can you write down? This is profit for the year. 158. Okay, so from here, you just add up together and use your calculator. 346 800 minus 364 17200. So this will be your dividend, and this figure will be transferred down. How about dividend account? Up there got dividend account. Dividend payable 735 and 600. 735 and 600. 735 and 600. 735 and 600 is given here. If any mistake, you let me know because I don't know just now why I made this mistake. So now you just add up together. Use your calculator. 600 will be here. 17935. You don't credit you don't credit profit for the year. You don't credit current year profit for the year as a retained earning. You let me know. I don't know where's the mistake. Retained earning is 206 and 346 800, correct? Profit for the year is here 158. Profit for the year is 158. You add into your retained earning. You add into your retained earning 206. Then you minus here, you can get a dividend. So never mind. Let me finish this one first. 17935 minus 600. So this will be your dividend payment. Are you okay? So this dividend payment 17335 you record here. 17335. These two will be your payment. $203 minus 2000 minus 17335. So you can get 183,665. Okay, thank you. I don't know where's my mistake. Wait. Under the dividend account credit side, profit for the year. Oh, yes, profit for the year. You write retained earning. Wait. Very blur already. Retained earning. Sorry, this one write retained earning. Correct. This one write retained earning. Just I copy from here, isn't it? That's why I make mistake. So this is called retained earning. Okay, This is called retained earning, correct? You're right. Okay, you're right, retain earnings, correct. So that is how you get your retained earnings. Okay, you're right, correct. Okay, done. So you get your 17335 payment.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, I want to ask is how you get the 200,000 and 3,000, the new issue share and issue of debenture.
New issue I said here. 800 minus 600 is 200. You issue new shares, am I right? So from 2018 to 2009, you issue new shares. Then debenture, that's how you get the 300.
Okay.
Debenture from 1 million to 3 million. Sorry, to 4 million. This one from 600,000 to 800,000. So that's why you know that there's an increase. Increase, this one's increase. Okay, how about payment or loan? Payment or loan from 6 become 4. So this is a repayment. Are you okay? Can I? Okay, very good. All these working carry marks one, all these working carry marks one. At least half a mark for each working year. If you nail right here, you lost 1.5 mark here. Like this dividend, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 3 only. We need to have these figures. Marks will be given for this one. Mark will be given for this one. 6, half means 3 marks already. Okay, that means this one, no marks is enough. I see you're working, you can get 3 marks there. Okay, cash and cash equivalent. How to get a cash and cash equivalent? Your cash is 1992 and 2009. I really did a copy wrong question here because I think your tutorial also same thing like that, 1992 and 2009. One 992 and 2009. Then cash and bank 806,777. Do you have bank overdraft? 368. I just want to double check because I already did the answers wrong. Yes, correct, 2447. Okay, correct. This is your cash. Then this one will be overdraft. Okay, that's how you get a cash and cash equivalent. Okay, next. C. Calculate the return on capital employed, quick ratio, receivable collection period, interest cover, gearing ratio. Calculate very easy one. I think it should be no problem. You can get it. And try to copy from the here. Profit before interest is 1678. 167878. Can you see that? And profit before tax is here. This is 2018. I give you 2 years. 2 years. 167878 and 151270. Then you add back your interest 1480 and 1230. Then your capital employed. This is your capital employed. That is equity and liability. Equity 1146. Equity, do you see 1146? Liability 8000. Equity and liability. Quick ratio. This one I got not enough space. You can times 100 by yourself. Remember that? You can times 100 by yourself. I forgotten to write down your answer. Not enough space also. So you go in times 100. The whole figure times 100. Think on this one. So current liability is 23 and 17. Current liability is 23 and 17. You see? This is your current liability. Then receivable, interest cover, and gearing ratio. Receivable, divided by sales. Receivable, according to the question, is 25 and 30,000. Receivable is here. Do you see our receiver? 25 and 30. 25 and 30. And interest covered, profit before interest and tax is given in the question. Then see that this is our interest. Your receiver, and the last one, gearing ratio. Okay. So this one is your liability. This is an external debt. This one is external debt. Okay, you work out this 5 ratio. Can you see that? This is ROCE, your return is your profit. Bear in mind, that's our non-current liability. This one is the debt. Remember that? So we have to add back your interest. You add back your interest. So this one we minus your closing inventory. So non-current liability will be here. You see now what am I doing is window dressing now. Make it very nice for you to see. Okay, ROC done already. Quick ratio done already. Okay, so it's done already. Now, this question I want you to work it out yourself because answer already given to you here. Account assistant of Y show prepare the draft financial statement. So can you see the question is very similar to the earlier question? Also, when this question set up from branch campus, sorry to tell you that they copy, cut and paste. That's why that's the thing I worry. Table of profit and loss is given to you here. Additional information. Profit before charging, before tax is after charging depreciation of 250. What's the profit before tax? It is profit before tax. This one is profit before tax. For 2019, profit before tax is after charging depreciation. Then you sell one office equipment during the year 2008. And prepare an extract of the statement of cash flow showing the investing activities. Prepare relevant ledgers as a working. Same thing also, we calculate ROCE, asset turnover, current ratio, quick ratio. Can you do it yourself? This question you need to comment. Okay, you work out this ledger by yourself. Okay, I don't want to continue. I want you all to try to work it out. Someone show me the answer next week. Next week I'll lecture you on. So this calculation of ratio. Okay, so you work it out. You see the comment I already give to you already. So I keep this question for next week. Okay. So bear in mind, if you look at the question like that, one question can have cash flow and the ratio. So what I want you to see is in your ABFA 2064, your exam question, there will be one whole question and one topic. I mentioned to you that before. Next week I'll tell you more detail. 4 exam question. 4 question looks like, for example, question 4, I will cover statement of cash flow and ratio. So the past few year papers is always calculation. This one may be a little bit of theory. You got it? And then maybe ratio also comment, something like that. So which topic is coming? You said I say already it's all topics. It's all topics. How many topics you study? You said your question 4, for example, your question 4, for example only your question 4, you have your statement of cash flow plus your ratio. Remember that this is your last topic, am I right? Then don't forget your question 1, it can be on your question 1, it can be on your single entry. Your single entry. Remember that the first topic plus the non-profit organization. You got it? This is question. This is your question 1. Then how about question 2? Question 2, remember that you have manufacturing account. You have issue of shares. Manufacturing account, you got issue of shares. So question 3, your limited companies. Remember that? So that means practically all topics covered. You cannot run away from any topics. So I remember I mentioned that in the first lecture, Let me show you whether I could. I think I show you one PowerPoint slide on the first day lecture, am I right? I'm not sure whether you got this one. Am I showing this one before? If I show you this one before, take note, your final exam is 50%. Coursework is 50% also. Those who fail the coursework, Miko Text will replace the coursework. Okay, now, can you see that? This is content. You cannot run away. I already seen that you have 4 questions, 25 marks each. 1 question on the statement of cash flow and ratio analysis. 1 question on this single entry and incorporated cost and non-profit organization. Part A and Part B, for example. Then question 3 may be manufacturing account plus issue of shares. Don't forget your bonus issue, right issue. Then oversubscribe, have to refund. Then question 3, accounting for limited companies. Remember that? You have to prepare your financial statement SEL. So you tell me which topic is coming out. All topics coming out. You got it? All topic. You cannot say, I don't want to study ratio. It's part of it. If 25 marks, here maybe 12, here 13. Or maybe here 15, here 10. You got it? So you cannot run away. Single entry, it may be 8 marks. Here may be so-called like, if 25 minus 8, it may be 15, 17. Or terbalik. You got it? Manufacturing account, instead of 25 marks, I may have 15 marks. Then the other 10 marks for issue of shares. You got it? So accounting for limited companies, including your this statement of changes equity. Remember that? Statement of changes equity, how to prepare your non-financial schedule and so on. Got it? So that is how the structure of the ABFA 2064. So which topics? You only got 6 topics only. Even though any student who cannot make it this now will come for receipt or next year, still all topic will come out one. Financial accounting, you cannot skip one. You cannot say spot which topic come out, then you do the part. Cannot be covered all. Okay? And explain a bit about calculation answer for the interest covered. Interest covered means what? That's out the question. Interest covered, it tells you how many times you are able to pay interest. Interest covered. Your profit is 167,000. Your profit is 167,000. You add back the interest. Then divide by interest. I give you some simple example. This one too big idea. For example, a company who get a profit before interest. For example, a company get a profit before interest, says for example, 150. Sorry. Okay. Say for example, 150. For example, profit before interest. Then, how much is your interest payment? How much is your interest payment? Your interest is 50. Okay. So, your profit before interest and tax, we want to add back 50. Just for example only. Just for example only. So, your answer will be 200. So your answer will be 4 times. Okay, look at this example. Because this one too big already, you cannot understand. Look at here. Look at this example. My company make a profit before interest and tax. My profit is 150. I add back the interest. This is interest. This is interest. So if I add back the interest, it will be 200. So my company make 200. By this 200, I will use 50 to pay interest. So that means my profit available, I can pay 4 times of interest. I can pay 4 times of interest. It shows that this company is very strong because your 200, after you minus the 50, you still got 150. This 150, you are going to use it to pay income tax. How much income tax you pay? Don't know. And you still got balance to pay dividend. You still got balance to pay dividend. Like this one, 114 times is very big. I just change it a bit. Say for example, here I change it to 550. So answer here become 600 already, am I right? 600 divided by 50, it becomes 12 times. Okay, if the bank, look at this company, 12 times, the bank is more than willing to give you the loan because you are very strong in terms of your profit before interest tax, your interest covered. That means I'm very sure that you are able to pay me every year the interest. To the bank, they don't mind lend you the money. You can pay or cannot pay, doesn't matter. Every month, make sure you are able to pay me interest enough. You got it? So in this case, it's 12 times, means your performance is very strong. You are able to pay interest. No difficulties. Yeah? That is the meaning of interest covered. Are you okay? Interest covered tells you how many times are you strong enough. 12 times is very strong. No need to be 100 times. No need to be 100 times. But if 4 times you are considered big already. Thus I give you 4 times considered big. 2 times is very, very, very big. You got it? The bank also don't want to lend you money already. Yeah? Okay, any other question? Next Thursday we still got classes on. We still got classes on for open for discussion because I want to keep it for your discussion, but you got no question to ask. That's how when I join in here, 8 o'clock, see 7:51 already here. I say any question you can ask here, but nobody asked until I start class 9 o'clock. So please get your question to ask. Okay, I'll stop here for today. Officially, we cannot cancel class. Of course, as and when we got question, please don't feel shy. Send me by WhatsApp. Please, I do answer a lot of questions, the students' inquiry nowadays. So now is the time you are preparing because before that you are not prepared, you don't know how to ask. Now you are prepared, and now we got online classes. You can send me WhatsApp, and sometimes I never answer you. Don't worry, I will discuss in the lecture hall here. You got it? So send me WhatsApp, okay? I will stop here for today. Thank you. Somebody leaving because you have classes. Okay? See you next week. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. Welcome, Wen Po. Okay, welcome, Sandy. Sang
今天电视是9点起的，我还没。你现在吃什么？没有啊，吃面还有那个西餐妈妈，还有吃蛋糕喝酒。爸妈。你说我？哎呦，妈的，手机没电。拿我吓人这手机。你有吃抗淀粉的是吧？没吃，太胖了。有吃啊。 说了。
我们吃了都是对。我觉得是下午你没有吃那个米粉，因为下午没有吃米粉。
你吃饭了吗？
我吃了几口吧，我就饱了。要干到我的一牙都翻。
这样搞笑。
OK，不要看再
吃饱
拜拜
了胖啊？有病啊！
因为我觉得哦，有一半是来椰的关系会胖的。没有啦，来椰里面会有水在里面。不是，来椰不熟的，不胖的。
You the answer for earning per share, dividend per share, you can use. Yes, can. You can use ring RM, yes, can. Or cent also can. But normally it's RM. Normally it's RM.
会随一点啊。
Okay, bye bye.